Back to the Future is one of the most popular and influential movie series of all time. Since the release of the trilogy, there has been theme park rides, a Broadway musical, comic books, video games, and a lot of merchandise. I mean, you can go online right now and buy almost any prop from the movie, even a Martin McFly duck. But what you can't really buy is Lego Back to the Future. In total, we've only had 5 sets in the past 40 years.
Great Scott!
3 DeLoreans and 2 Dimensions packs. And there are so many scenes that would make perfect Lego sets. One of my favourite is the clock tower scene. So I decided to make my own 6 sets and also a 7th mystery set that I'll reveal at the end of the video. So make sure to stick around. Trust me, it's insane. This set I'm making is going to be a UCS modular set, kind of similar to something like Ghostbusters HQ or the Daily Bugle. But any good set has to have figures, so let's start off with them. Of course we have Marty McFly using the same torso from this year's DeLorean set, but with a brand new sunglasses face print. Jennifer is here too, wearing her outfit from the start of the movie with an updated face design. I also included the clock tower lady, complete with her newspaper and donation tin, and Red the Bum with a dirt covered face and beanie. Moving on to 1955, we have George McFly in his white suit from the Enchantment Under the Sea dance, holding his comic book, with a small Lego Ice Space reference hidden on the cover. Lorraine, who appears in a pink dress and new face print. Goldie Wilson, who's wearing his diner uniform with a new hair hat combo and broom. Doc Brown, who has his overcoat from the finale, and if you zoom in, you can even see the Lego snake pattern on his shirt. Biff Tannen has a detailed checkered shirt, an accurate face design, and finally Mr. Strickland rounds off the lineup with his classic stern look. There is still another minifigure included in the mystery set later on, but I'll reveal him later. I also designed the van which we see at the start of the movie with the vote for Mayor Goldie Wilson text and posters. Inside the van there isn't much detail, but I did put a box of more posters on 2x3 tiles. Now for the build itself, I'm excited to reveal the clock tower. The model splits into 8 sections, 3 on the first floor, 3 on the second, and 2 roof sections. Every floor has a detailed interior, so let's take a look. On the first floor there's a simple entrance, and as soon as you walk in, you're greeted by a huge painting of the clock tower's construction, just like we see in Back to the Future Part 3. This is one of my favourite Easter eggs in the set, but make sure to stick around because there are some more really cool ones outside later on. The rest of the room is kept open to act as a grand entrance hall. To the left is a small office with a desk and computer. If you look closely, the screen is playing the news report about the missing plutonium. I wonder who did that. There's also a bookshelf and small washroom with a toilet and sink. On the other side, there's a staircase that leads up to the second floor. On the second floor we have a large courtroom complete with chairs and a judge's bench. I had to include this. It's Hill Valley Courthouse, and surprisingly, despite the number of Lego prisons we've had, we've never gotten a proper courtroom. You will spot there's a small ladder on the wall which leads up to the final room in the set. This room is a simple storage room which gave me space to hide a few fun references. There are some buckets and barrels scattered around, plus another copy of the clock tower newspaper. But my favourite detail here is the photo of Doc and Marty next to the clock from part 3. On the outside, there is space on both sides to place minifigures along with the bird and its nest. Moving on to the exterior, there's a sidewalk with a bench and a few scattered newspapers and posters. The bench appears in the movie and it's the perfect spot for Red the Bum or Martin Jennifer, just like we see at the start of the film. There are also a few green bins around the side, most of which hide the modular collection holes. As this set is a modular building, it can connect to other sets in the lineup. Inside one of the bins, you will find the note Marty wrote to Doc about his death in 1985. Along the left wall, there are a few posters and some stacked boxes, while the right side has a notice board with references to Twin Pines Mall, the Enchantment Under the Sea dance, and even a missing cat poster. In the small garden area, I added a large tree filled with butterflies, a squirrel, and a few extra plants to bring the scene to life. I think the exterior of the set is really accurate to the courthouse we see in the movie, and you will notice there are the 4 pillars and several large windows. The pillars have these decorative elements at the top with these cool snake pieces for extra detail. So that summarizes the complete look at the LEGO Icons Back to the Future The Clock Tower set. But don't forget, we still haven't seen the mystery set yet. With 2,090 pieces, this would definitely sit in the LEGO Icons line. I estimate it would retail for around £290 or $330. And here's what it could look like on the LEGO website. Now, for a set this size, we often get an exclusive promo. So, I created Doc's Lab from the first movie. It has the same Emmett Brown figure from the DeLorean set we saw released this year. However, he does have the face print from this clock tower set. The set has Doc's paper model of Hill Valley, which he uses to show Marty how he will go back to the future, the giant speaker from the start of the film, as well as some drawings and blueprints of the DeLorean and flux capacitor. The set is surrounded by a diorama base, which is almost similar to the promo we saw for the Stranger Things Creel House. So, here is the complete model for the Back to the Future The Clock Tower. As this is my first full custom set, I am really happy with how it turned out. If LEGO released this as a real set, I'm sure there would be many fans of LEGO and Back to the Future who would love to buy this and have it on display. But I would like to hear what you think, so let me know what you think of this set and also any ideas that you have for future sets that I could design. I do have one future idea for a project, so keep your eyes on the horizon for that in the future. This was no easy project, so make sure to go and like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.